A federal judge is ordering the United States Treasury to make paper money recognizable to blind people. Judge James Robertson says the U.S. currency in its current form violates the Rehabilitation Act. Now, that act prohibits discrimination based on disability in government programs. Robertson also says most of the world's paper money system helps the visually impaired distinguish which bills are larger by its size and shape or by other means. So today, News 25's Andrew Kennedy met one local blind person who says he too has trouble telling these bills apart, and he says he's tired of being ripped off. Andrew?
Shelley, Keith Sparks says diabetes robbed his sight more than 5 years ago and tells me he's tired of people taking advantage of his disability. Imagine walking through the checkout lane at a grocery store, and when the teller hands you your change, all you see is this. How do you know if you received the right amount of change?
Did you check the date?
Meet Keith Sparks. He says that's exactly what he deals with all the time. Today, Sparks made his way up and down the aisles of the grocery store with the help of his wife, Tammy. But Sparks says he's not always lucky enough to have her around when he goes through the checkout. Tell me, have you, as a blind person, ever been ripped off before?
Oh, yeah, I sure have.
Sparks recalls one of the many times he says he got cheated was from a cab driver.
I gave him the 10 to go get change, and he never came back.
Sparks says if you spend a day with a blind person like him, you'll see how reliant the blind are on the kindness of others to make sure they're not taken advantage of. Do you notice this kind of thing happening from time?
Oh, yeah, it happens. It happens a lot because people just, take advantage of us, and we just, we can't tell the difference between a $1 bill or a $10 bill. There's no way. That is a 20, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
The feel of money could change as a result of this ruling. Government attorneys say the price tag for changing the way money currently looks and feels could cost anywhere from $75 to $178 million. All of that for equipment upgrades to punch in Braille and change the size of money. And that's not even including annual expenses. But Sparks says the confidence he would gain when he goes to buy something would be priceless.
It runs through my mind all the time about whether somebody's going to give me back the right amount of change or the right bill back.
Today, a spokesman from the U.S. Department of Treasury told me they had no comment on Tuesday's ruling by Judge Robertson. The government has until Friday, December 8th to decide whether or not to appeal the ruling. News 25 will continue to update you with any new information. In the newsroom, I'm Andrew Kennedy, News 25.